Welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. The Sun Belt opener as the conference race commences with this one. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Memphis Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, the Memphis Tigers have had success with their coaching hires over the last few cycles, and now we're able to see if Charles Huff can keep that momentum going. Memphis has a great young option now. We'll see if he's able to sustain that consistency and keep Memphis in the conversation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Hilltoppers will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Memphis Tigers offense to go on the attack first. And it's Aaron Nolan taking the field. Former South Carolina Gamecock runner. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. And they get him down. Memphis wants to move quickly. Caught behind the line. It's Chapman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Chapman. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Memphis. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltoppers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score.
Here's a little room there. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. The Hilltoppers have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. And the Hilltoppers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Lowers those pads, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Under fire. Soft spot in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
Here comes the heat. Swings it out to the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Get it out on the screen. Could be an alley. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Pocket breaking down. Finds a man in the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up! Bring your feet, 4 points of contact." You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Allen. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him and nobody's close. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Toppers.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Trying play action. He's got an open man. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Memphis! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The run inside. It's Allen. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Got a little grass. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense, back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Unleashes it. Complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Uncorks it. The short hands, it's Simmons. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The keeper on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. On the read to the right, he'll try to get it himself. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Pitches it. Touchdown, Memphis. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Bring in the heat.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Push forward on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Covey. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Orange sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Now back to your game inside Liberty Stadium. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Glenn. Here's the pressure. Flips it out on the screen. At the 45 on its way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Allen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Hicks. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. And the Hilltoppers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. On first down from the 13-yard line. In the red area, it's Hicks. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Quarterback moving, looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Got it! Touchdown, Western Kentucky! They take the lead here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the...
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All by himself down the middle. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. It made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Hilltoppers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Touchdown, Toppers! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. They'll move the tight end to the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Using his legs, it's Hicks. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hicks. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with...
Might have a chance. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Glenn. It's complete on the right side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Hicks. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down. The give as they work on that clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun on third down. Going for 6. Touchdown, WKU. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
56, Memphis 28.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The run inside. It's Covey. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it down the field.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's second and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.